Hey everybody and welcome to Whack Roll Vagabonds. My name is Luke, I'm your GM, and along came Zeus.
Hello, my name's Tom. I play a magical young man named Phalark, and I hereby ban all solo arcs because I don't want to miss the best part of our story again.
Hi, I'm Dora, and I'm afraid that Icelandic Will Ferrell may haunt me one day, and I play Philippe.
And I'm Al. I'm a crispy wet snake, and I play Gran.
Alright, so when last left off you were still investigating the Baron's factory. You'd found the Baron's journal in one of two offices, and you still have the other office-like room to nose around in.
Anyway, the quicker we get through this, the better. I hate these clothes and this voice tastes like shit in my mouth.
So you going to head to the other room?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. So you open the other door on the other side of this long chamber, and there is a very cold room, and all you can see in here is a ladder down.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see the way.
Brilliant. You kind of go down.
Doot-de-doot.
Who has dark vision in this group?
Hello. Everybody but me.
Whap whap.
It's a shame you don't still glow in the dark, Gran.
Hang on. I'm sure I've got some bullshit item in my pockets.
I do have some candles. I give Gran.
You give Dan?
Dancing lights.
The dog is just sitting there like...
The ASMR halo glows.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You could wear it around your waist like a rubber ring.
Or I could put it on my head like a halo.
No, I just like to think that you're hula hooping all the way through as we walk.
Cool.
Just gyrating, spinning the halo around.
Gran has old hips. They grown.
My current hip's grown. I'm 26.
Oh.
So, you get to the bottom floor.
Yes,
and as you get further and further down this quite long ladder, you start to hear rumbling sounds from below. And when you arrive, you find a set of minecarts. In essence, it seems like an automated rail system almost of minecarts like rolling in, parking beneath these two glass tubes, filling with these magical components, and then trundling back deeper into the cave. They eventually hit very, very narrow parts of tunnels that would be incredibly difficult for you to navigate.
Okay.
Wet pretzels, big pretzels.
Getting into the minecart seems like a very dangerous idea, but might be our best course of action to find out where it's going.
I feel like there's not a lot else to do right now.
Okay, maybe this is an advance in our trip to Splash Mountain. Get in the cart, everybody.
Oh God!
It will prepare us mentally.
These minecarts are filled, I think, a little bit too full for you guys to comfortably fit in with the narrow caverns. It seems like this area is GM designed to not let people hijack the minecarts.
No!
Oh, you gave us a minecart to expect us not to hijack it?
That's rude.
Why can't we empty them?
Can you fill things... Can you empty it with your hands faster than gravity can?
Probably not.
Wait.
So there's no way to pass down here, but there's the suggestion there's a whole underground complex. So in that case, I'll do a quick investigation just to check that there's nothing else down here. It's more just like there is more below the surface than just the factory building.
Yep, give me an investigation check.
No, nat 20.
Nat 20.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ!
I got 2.
So one of the things I really like thinking is that whenever like Gran gets really, really good rolls and then like someone peeps her right to it, Gran's about to describe what happens and then gets absolutely mansplained. Yes. Like I think that Gran like is sort of like wandering around the room with her halo, and like while Phalark's Phalark and Philippe are trying to figure out how to get into minecarts, and like you find like in essence like something like strapped to the wall, covered in dust. You start to wipe it off, and you're about to be like, "I found something," and Phalark's like over your shoulder, something like, "I found something."
He's definitely rude enough for that.
In essence, a map of an underground complex.
Okay, cool.
And what you find is the map isn't particularly large, but I'm trying to remember my geography of my world. You find a mark for C, which is very close to the bottom right. Mm-hmm. There's a couple of straight lines that head up towards the letter D on the map.
Okay.
And you understand that those lines might be the minecarts, and you very much piece together that C stands for Kai's Hill. and D stands for Daleen.
Yeah.
So these carts are heading straight towards the city of Daleen.
So is there an underground network that goes straight there?
Yes.
Holy shit.
However, there is another section to this map. It's linked to Daleen. In essence, like once you get to Daleen, the carts stop. There is a larger circle underneath Daleen, and there is a section that goes like slightly more. I need to fucking do my geography. Then the path goes back out southeast from Daleen, stops at G for golf, and then the section after that has CA.
So, basically, just so I've got this right, this whole mental map, we've got goods being ferried, we've got magical implements of some description being ferried out of the ruins of Caius Hill to this factory where they're processed into Ziblu powder.
Yep.
To Daleen, where they are, which is presumably where the Baron's based.
And he'll be probably just collecting as much raw powder as he can get, since he's requiring a shit ton of magic to
That's
break
the power
through.
source.
Yeah, to break through.
Well, no, he operates. Yeah, he operates just out of Daleen, so presumably he's at site G or CA. I would wager. Feels like we've blown this shit wide open, yeah.
Fine.
Are there any details on his offshore tax havens?
None.
Damn. Honestly, all I was looking for in the office was like invoices that would have some kind of address to his house.
Oh wait, so hang on. Yeah, so it's going from Caius Hill. Oh wait, what?
The C is where you are.
Yeah, CA would be the academy.
Oh,
The abandoned
right.
place. So I mean, I guess G will probably be another processing place, I imagine, because there'll be a shit ton of magic relics left in that abandoned school. Possibly.
Wait, no. So
That's my speculation.
so both of these places are funneling into Daleen.
We assume.
Not through Daleen to somewhere else.
Well, there's no arrows. All you know is C funnels 2D.
Yeah.
Right.
But you don't know anything about the direction of any sort of shipping between G and C.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
even where G, it's not like they are imposed over a map of the region and everything, so we couldn't even tell where they are.
No.
Right. Okay.
Speaking of
then.
which, where's our
But-
map? We had
But
one.
what I will say is CA, if you're going with the theory of that being the academy, the academy is on an island.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's a chance that G would be either like under
Zivata.
under the water, or like quite prominently, in another area,
Yeah,
It's
there's
between.
not a lot between Daleen and the academy. There's like rivers and mountains.
Well, it's in the academy on an island, yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking at what's on the landmass though.
You were asked to go to Ilya, the boat lady, to get a boat across by jet.
Okay. So I guess we've got everything we can down here. I think before we start drawing conclusions, we've got that last door to go through.
It could be useful, these underground routes. Like, we could maybe use them.
There are no other doors to go through, Tom.
Oh, I thought we went through the door on the left before, and I thought it was
Yes.
on the right.
No, sorry. So you came through one. I said that two of the rooms are identical.
Does
Okay,
anybody have a bomb?
See, I was just going to ask that. I'm so glad we're on the same line.
Are you wanting to destroy it?
Yeah, let's let's landslide this tunnel. Cut off a source.
I have my lightning bolt.
What's
To be
on
clear-
my items?
To be clear, the asshole whose skin I'm wearing already knows that I'm out there. He must know I'm coming for him. I don't think there'll be any danger to let him know that we are coming armed. It's not like we have the element of surprise in a major way anyway.
Maybe if we combine some of our attacks, it might be
Maybe.
enough to send shockwaves through the system to cause a tunnel.
I have fireball.
And I have
That's-
lightning bolt.
I have not a lot. Hang on. No.
I'm not being funny. I feel like hitting one of the depositories of blue sugar dust, whatever,
What
with a
if-
big old blast of fire would do something.
Luke, is there other beams to basically support it, like to support
This mine
this sort of
shaft.
mine shaft?
Yeah, there will be. Yeah.
Yeah.
There will be supports in there. I think any structural damage, something like a fireball or any sort of explosion, fireball, lightning bolt, will cause enough damage. But I will also say, with what Phalark was quickly asking there, yeah, if you carry one of those blue barrels down here and did something to that, then fuck, that's going to make a big explosion.
That would be the big fireworks that I'm looking for. Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise,
Actually, yeah.
I'll say I could use my enlarge or reduce on one of the supports. Because if you
That would also work, yeah.
Yeah, because with the enlarge, it would firstly make it out of balance, and when it suddenly drops down, like it would just.
I hate to be the one to poop this party though, but there is still the question of the workers, of course.
Well, you're the boss. Why don't you tell them the shift's over?
Good idea.
Was
But
there one-
if they
there
are,
really-
and I assume you tried to speak to me when you
That's a
were the quote unquote boss, and
We
did
did
that have
try
any
that.
effect on me?
You would know. You know that there's like no verbal
Yeah.
way to stop the shift from being over.
Yeah, but I mean, was there really no notes in the book about how to end that charm?
Like, or what even the source is.
The source is the doors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
the-
that much.
As far as you're aware, like the system is designed to be like this
Closed loop.
this loop. It's designed to like not have any sort of requirement for supervision. That's why there's no foreman on site.
Yeah.
What there is robots scanning for mind control effects,
Right.
which is why Phalark, the light was still on you red, even though you were looking like the Baron, because it wasn't looking for faces, it was looking for the spell.
But it recognised the voice enough to respond.
Follow the
Yeah.
commands, yeah.
Phew.
Yeah.
'Cause
Okay.
that was really an aspect.
It's also another combat you skipped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love doing that. It just makes me think of Chris Eccleston's Doctor, just like coward any day.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, I guess in that case, we should try and deactivate the mind control first.
Yeah, I really want to do that in
And if we
general
can't-
anyway.
Sorry?
I said I really want to do that in general anyway.
Yes, let's do
And then
that.
we'll get them out, and then we'll wreck the place.
Okay, so how are you going about deactivating the mind control?
Well, it's tied to the doorways.
So I guess we're examining that first doorway and looking
Yeah.
for like anything from like a power source.
I used to have Dispel Magic. I don't anymore.
Give me, if you're going to go back to those doors, could everyone please give me an Arcana check?
Okay.
9.
You're not going to believe it. It's a non-nat 20.
Oh my god.
Phalark rolls well whenever he wants to fuck up his Baron shit.
It's the plot armor.
Arcana check. That's a 13.
There's no way to remove the effect from here. But what you can do is, in essence, that blue powder is very, very magically potent, right? Imagine it like short-circuiting the doors. You can make it so no one else can come in,
Yeah.
which then means eventually there will be no staff inside.
Yes.
Cool. I was kind of thinking that. Okay.
That's why we went for the front doors, not the back doors.
Yeah, but what you can do is obviously, like, if you waited for 8 hours outside this place, you can wait for it to be emptied. Deactivate the doors now, wait for it to be emptied, deactivate the other door, destroy the building.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm thinking because
Yeah.
Cool.
I'd say just wait till nighttime, but I don't doubt that Fantasy Bezos makes people do big night shifts.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, he does. Right. Are we going to deactivate the doors then?
Yes.
Cool. What I'm going to say is, in order to make sure it gets done and no one else enters, the three of you decide to tackle each door at the same time. So each of you grab a scoop of blue powder, and could everyone please give me a D100 roll as you throw the powder at the door?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh
jeez.
boy, oh boy, oh boy.
I hate D100 with a burning passion.
I love it. It's great
Oh.
fun.
See,
It's
we've
two
just
dice at
been
once.
Like-
damaged by a certain homebrew.
Oh god, that was us!
Yes!
That was me!
I dropped one. Right.
The good news is you're not trying to roll above or below a certain number with this one. It's literally a table.
I got 99.
I got 59.
I rolled 31.
So first of all, we'll go with Grand's.
Yes.
As you blast, as you like try to like throw the magic powder, I think you find like quite a lot of it still stuck to your hand, and like it kind of sinks into your skin, and you feel fantastic
Cool.
when it does. Until the next time the party takes a long rest, you do not expend spell slots.
What?
Great. 'cause
Jesus.
I was planning on doing that so much.
This is the worst. Let's just never rest.
The rest of you do.
Gran can never
Gran
rest.
just what was Philippe? What was your number?
31.
31. Oh,
I don't like that.
you take the powder and you like throw. I think that when it throws, there's like this trail behind it, right? So like you can see like
The
you know
trajectory.
Dementors in Harry Potter. You know, like how they have that sort of wispy effect.
Yeah.
Some of the blue powder lingers in that wispy effect, and then it like spreads and creates this circle in front of you, and you feel a pull forwards. I'm going to describe what happens to you in a second.
Oh,
Tom,
Jesus.
59.
59. Have you cast any spells yet?
I mean, I cast one Philippe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gained that spell slot back.
Cool. I think it was a cantrip.
It was a cantrip.
Oh, cool. Then the next spell slot you would expend doesn't expend.
Okay, that's
I
pretty
am
good.
so jealous of what is probably nice effects for you guys, and I think... and I'm getting pulled by a ring. Shit.
Okay, Philippe, you kind of like tumble through that hole, right? And you and me are going to go into one of the one-on-one
Oh,
sessions.
Jesus
You
Christ.
can't.
This has not been Philippe's day.
I hate this.
Why do you do
I
this
know.
to me?
You're having a week.
Oh, God.
Okay, Philippe, when you wind up through this portal, you find yourself in a colorless, devoid world. There is nothing. You're on like this vast horizon. This barren, empty place where there is like nothing, no color. Like the air itself, like whenever you breathe in, it feels like you're not breathing anything. Like you still are able to like survive. It just feels like nothing moves in your mouth.
Kind of like one of those sensory things, but it's
Yeah,
just nothing.
yeah. The hole behind you does no longer exist, and I think that as you kind of like stand there for a second, you hear like something just whisper, "Philippe, help me."
Hello? Who is that?
Philippe, come closer.
I think unless you tell me, I'm walking the other way.
Please, Philippe, we need you.
Is the voice at all familiar?
Give me a perception check.
Damn, this dice owl game, it's horrible. But I lost my other one under the bed. Perception, that's a 6.
And an insight as well, please.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, I have proficiency on this one at least. So that's a 9.
9. You don't sense any sort of ill will, but you're not sure. And there's nothing about this voice you recognize, although something somewhere in your head is kind of like pulling you towards it.
Okay, so Philippe will slowly but surely like walk towards it, but he's still going to be calling out kind of thing and being like, and how can I help you? What do you need me to do?
As you talk, like every time you talk, all you hear is this whisper getting slightly louder and louder, but never like actually loud. And with every step Philippe takes, like it's not like walking in our world, like where you take a step, you go forward. Like rather, every time you move your foot forward, it's like the entire world pulls backwards, like quite a significant distance. You're like striding across this world, and the entire place is moving backwards with it. And eventually, you see something in the distance.
Hello? Is that you, Mr. Voice?
What you see is a ginormous figure. This figure is like standing towering tall, like maybe like 100 feet tall.
Ow! You get to spend all your spells, nothing wrong. Oh, Tom, your next spell, you don't take any, like, repercussions for it. Dora, you're in a whole other dimension where there's now a giant, tall man, and there's no colour.
What you see in front of you is the only example of colour in this world. It's pitch black. The being stands over 100 feet tall and has almost the body of a bird. Like, it has these long feathery arms and torso with this ginormous raven's head with like glinting stars for eyes. You cannot see the bottom half of its body. Instead, what you do see is this like mass of like squirming, shapeless flesh almost. Like, you see arms stretching out of it. They're all like trying to clamber up this being. And the being just sort of like stares at you. You realize that you were not hearing the voice of any one thing. You were hearing the collective voice of maybe millions of things.
And are these things the like the arms that are clambering up him and...
Yes.
I don't like this.
When you kind of like stop where you can see all this, the raven's head atop kind of like turns and looks directly at you. I think, give me a wisdom saving throw.
My wisdom saving throw, that is a 12.
12. You fall instantly to your knees and like in reverence of this thing. And its beak opens and you hear a voice that just says, "Return what you have taken."
And what have I taken?
Return death to us.
Is that to you or to the people within you?
Return death to the way that it was.
You not make yourself any clearer. I'm gonna need a little more.
Return death to the way that it was. And the raven's beak opens wider and you hear like the clanging, like this infernal clanging of a bell, and like Philippe clutches
Question.
ears. Yes?
With the bell, is it kind of like the bell from...
That bell did not make a sound.
That bell didn't make a sound, okay.
But I will leave that to you. But like this clang starts to like echo through your mind, and you have to like clutch your head, and like I think that like a little bit of blood trickles out of your nose.
Oh no.
And your ears, and like it is excruciatingly painful. And then in that moment, you just hear a and your legs start to feel like wet, and suddenly you're falling through water. And then when you like land, your face is like slightly covered in blood, and you are soaked through, but you are back in the factory. We can now go back to the other chat.
Was that whole hero?
Yeah, it was Hulk Hero.
Oh, I miss her.
Thank you for giving me a guardian angel for this small boy.
Oh, he needs it. He'll die otherwise.
So, like, I think that your plan, because you obviously talked about this, was that you were going to deactivate the 3 doors, and then you were going to meet back up in that like long corridor, like near the office. And Gran and Phalark, you both throw the powder, and then you guys walk back, and there is no sign of Philippe.
Oh no.
And
you don't think the brainwashing might have fucked him totally, do you?
you look into the room. There is no Philippe in there. The door is like doesn't seem to be active. I think that like when you guys hit it, it kind of like starts like spark a little bit, like staticky sparks.
Yeah.
And then like they're like that's still hitting the door, so it looks like that happened, but Philippe is gone. It lasts about a minute, and then suddenly there is this like wave of water that falls from the sky and hits the floor, and in front of you lies a soaked Philippe with like traces of blood around his eyes, nose.
Oh my god!
Oh my goodness! Just immediately run into the room.
Yeah. We're running up to this child. Try to help him.
Philippe-
Like,
He's just gonna like hug and like.
oh, he's conscious. Okay.
What the fuck was that?
When I put the blue powder, there was a trail that took me somewhere else to like a zero color world, and I heard these voices calling for help, and then there was this massive tall raven man with bodies climbing up him, and they were all screaming, and he was saying something like, "Return death to the way it was," and I tried to ask what he meant, and then there was this clanging noise, and it really hurt Gran and Phalark, and I don't know what happened, but suddenly I heard Holhira, and now I'm back, and I'm so scared.
That sounds like an awful lot to unpack, and I think it definitely adds a second outing to Splash Mountain.
How much HP did you lose?
None, but it hurt.
Yeah. Philippe, look, I was going to say, just to be like, a cool guy, if you want to be the one to pull the plunger on this whole charade, don't you, if you know what I mean? But if you are feeling a little fragile,
I don't know what to mess with that blue stuff again. It's dangerous.
in that case, we will take you for... We'll make sure you're well looked after later on, okay? For now, Gran, do you want to take care of the boy?
We just, we'll leave the factory and trust Phalark to destroy the tunnel?
I think I've got most of the gold in the party at the moment still. Is that right?
What?
I can't remember.
Oh.
I feel like I think we were all kind of running out.
Do you want me to take your money?
I was gonna just say, just take him for a nice meal to fill his tummy and stuff.
Oh, I thought you were like, take the money.
Take me to the sweet shop.
Yes, we'll
Yeah,
go get
I'm
some
just gonna-
sweeties.
I'm gonna hand over. I'm gonna hand 5 gold over and just say, the tab's on me.
Bill a whole 5 gold. Now I have 140.
I mean, how 5 gold is like a lot, isn't it?
I think
for
so, yeah.
Stuff like food and things.
Okay. Well then.
So I guess while they're doing that, I'm gonna just, I'm gonna camp out as Alden in the factory until it's empty. And once all the workers that are queuing have cleared as well.
Takes a while. You have to occasionally re-shut down the robots that wander the factory, just being like, blah, 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 but it's, you know the command, you know how to do it, and it's pretty safe.
Question. Why isn't Theb with us?
She slept in.
Feb overslept.
It's been a long road, and she slept in.
Theb isn't here because your GM's a dumbass.
It's kind of only
So-
realised.
We all only
Yeah.
just realised, which excuses me slightly.
Oops.
8 hours pass, and eventually Phalark finds himself in an empty factory. You drag one of the barrels of blue powder all the way down to the bottom, and you prepare to explode the place. Is there anything you want to do before you destroy it?
Yeah, I just rewatched the Umbrella Academy, and there's a whole lot of cool scenes of setting up explosions and stuff like that, set to really dope music. So
We cannot
that's
afford the
kind of-
licenses.
we cannot afford the licenses, but pick a song and use that in your own head as you listen.
Nice.
That's how I'm imagining this being edited.
Sure.
And then once the target, the charge is planted, walks out and gets ready to cast a free fireball, I guess.
I think you get yourself halfway up the ladder. What you do is you place 2 barrels, one deep in the tunnel, one in the mouth of the tunnel. You climb halfway up the ladder, just so you've got enough time to get out, turn around, point your finger, and what you see is just the beginning of a spark. You see the flash of the spark atop the barrel of blue powder, and you instantly turn to get out, because you're about to cause this entire structure to fall the fuck down.
Light this shit
So
up.
you
Sprint.
fucking flee the building as fast
Run
as
the
you
fuck
can.
away,
Yeah.
check.
And give me an athletics check.
Am I still fucking German?
Yeah.
That's up to you.
I think he is. Only once he's clear enough.
Oh my
to,
god! Like he'll receive insurance on this factory being destroyed, and then somebody will go to the fucking magic cops and be like, "I saw him run out of that burning building."
Good point. Athletics check. Okay, it's an 11.
11.
It's not grand.
Not a
Okay.
full fail.
You start to climb up this this ridiculously long ladder as fast as you can, and you just begin to hear the explosion behind you in this like large rumble as the entire building appears to start shaking. It makes climbing the ladder a little bit difficult. Could you please give me a dexterity saving throw?
That doesn't sound good.
It's an 8.
Oh no!
8.
And we're far away. We can't help.
I cast fly.
What's okay? I'm gonna need you to make a second dexterity saving throw to do that.
Yeah.
As what happens is, as you're beginning to climb, you hear crack from above, like this loud crack from above you. The structure above you is starting to fall in on itself.
Yeah.
And the ladder is coming off the wall, and you're you start
Jesus.
falling.
Okay.
Oh sweet Jesus Lord!
So you're casting it. You're casting a dex.
That's an 18.
Ooh.
Like you manage to catch yourself right before you hit the floor, and you look up and there's like rubble flying from above, but you would be able to make it out. Give me one last dexterity saving throw, please. This one for all the marbles.
That is a 16.
Ooh.
16. Yeah, that's going to be a pass. You manage to just like nimbly weave your way out the flying rubble, and like I think what winds up happening is as the building's collapsing, like the doorway you were planning to leave is collapsing as well, and you're like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, and then you see one of the chimneys that's just starting to fall, and you fly through this falling tunnel and erupt out the top of the building. And as you look down, you see this red brick factory falling into the earth below.
It's like the ending of Toy Story. I'm just shooting up in the sky.
The end
Yeah.
of Toy Story.
And there's just as much capitalism.
Yeah, so I think I fly up into the air, just straight up, just because obviously this whole thing is collapsing, and with all that blue powder, I'm expecting some kind of kaboom. It's like an hour and a half to walk out of the city, so I'm sure it's fine.
Yes, but are there witnesses?
I've flown, I'm just kind of staying in the air and turning to watch. Like, I've flown far enough away that I'm hopefully out of the blast radius.
Yeah.
But I want to see it.
Yeah. Yeah, you can definitely get into a safe distance because you can fly.
Yes.
So you just go up until you're like, yeah, look at that.
But
Pretty fireworks.
witnesses. I want to know that somebody saw Baron Aldern destroy his own factory.
I mean, if anyone saw anyone flying out of it, it would have looked like Baron Alder, and I've not taken the disguise off.
No, but
I think that, like, you had, like, one of the things you were particularly doing was making sure that the area was empty. This area's out of the way. I don't think there's going to be any witnesses.
Yeah.
But those
people
constructs have memory chips in them, so one day a noir investigator
Potentially,
will
yeah.
go to that rubble site.
I think, yeah, Phalark just muses to himself, crazy that the Baron decided to pay a visit on the day his factory exploded, huh? I mean, the workers saw me, the robots saw me.
Yeah, but the workers won't remember anything.
Well, no.
Shit, that's true, isn't it? Oh, no.
So, are you just going to head back to town?
I think, so, yeah, like, under cover of darkness, yeah, and just sort of, like...
Drop the disguise, I assume.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of, like... I kind of want to just plonk myself into a dark alleyway or something,
Yeah.
and then drop the disguise, put on my regular disguise, and get back to the hotel.
You meet back up at the inn, the last Marlin.
I like to imagine we're still in, like, treat mode. We're in an ice cream parlour now.
Oh.
Philippe has fantasy banana split that is larger than his actual torso. And his eyes are still puffy from the crying, and his nose is still red, but he's just woofing. He's eating the whole thing.
I can't with a sad child.
But he's eating it with being delicate, you know. He's banana split. You gotta be careful how you eat it. You work it. You slowly construct how you eat through.
Dexterity saving throw.
Philippe sneezes and he smashes the spoon into the banana split and it just mushes together.
What did you get?
I rolled a 2, so
I love the dichotomy of Dora being like, you have to do it so carefully, me being like, well, roll for it, and you just going, fuck smash!
Gagging on banana, just choking on it.
no, he's a child.
Like, you walk... Phalark walks in, and you're like, what are you eating, Philippe? And it's just banana creamy mush.
I told him to be careful, he just fucking failed.
Hello, it's me, Phalark, I'm back. How are we?
I'm sorry, I thought you dropped the disguise.
Oh, I think he just kind of like thumps his chest. Like, hello. I'm back in the room.
Excellent.
I'm back in the room. I hate that voice. I'm never doing that again.
It's good to hear the real you.
I think he just orders a drink and joins the table.
Ice cream parlour and bar.
Yep. I mean, maybe I think he just orders he orders a sundae. Yeah, a hot fudge sundae.
Oh, that sounds nice. I
Darling,
feel like this is a
it
nice
does.
point.
Yeah.
We deserve treat.
How are you feeling, my littlest employee?
Do not call me that.
But does he still have the reaction to the thing? Like, okay, well, I suppose I'll test this. Where can we find the foreman?
I assume I still have the reaction.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Oh.
Okay.
That will never
Oh my
go
God.
away.
So,
Okay.
whatever the foreman tells me to.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, you're gonna.
What if
hate
he
that.
actually knows one time?
But there
I
is
love
no
the
foreman.
There is no foreman.
Oh, yeah. But
Yusk. We live in a terrible society that would do this to its workers.
We live in a society.
Hashtag deep.
Ugh.
All right.
I think all of our all essential workers should get lots of ice cream.
I thought you were going to say applause. I was like, shut the fuck up.
So, is there anything else we would like to
I
do?
don't think so.
I'm quite happy. Well, I'm not, but Philippe has ice cream, and I feel like that's the highlight of his day today.
I
It
guess
has
go
been
back
a
and
day.
tell Feb what happened and we need to figure out our next.
Well, the
Step.
next step is go to the academy because we were told about the boat.
Yeah. So I guess the academy's next. We've taken down one of the Baron's
Supplies.
operations.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she goes, and, do you know what any of this is? That did you tell her about the map and stuff? Did you just tell her everything?
Yeah.
Basically.
And do you have any idea what this G place is?
There's nothing in the world that I know of that would correlate with that kind of area.
Oh, go!
Oh, yeah.
Oh God.
I forgot about that.
Goal.
Gall.
Go! Whatevs.
Jeek's note. The letter he found from the Baron's letter that he found. He mentioned somewhere called Gaul.
Isn't that where the prisoners are getting moved to?
Yeah. If this map is accurate, then Gaul is somewhere between between Kai's Hill Academy, the island, and Daleen.
And you have to wonder what they might be using this material for there.
Hopefully it wasn't
So
sustaining
we
any
got the
lives.
island, right?
Yeah.
Presumably there's a passageway to Gaul from there.
Well, I mean, there's also one from Daleen, but I suspect it'll be easier to access from an abandoned ruin.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get into the big city anytime soon.
Okay, so the party's agreement. They are going to be going to Lord Caius's academy for practicing
Yes.
arcane.
Yeah, I stab an ice cream spoon into that plot point on the map.
I like that. I like that as a final image. It's just like there's a map of Daleen with just this ice cream spoon sticking out of it and like gently dripping, and Philippe looking sad.